Alexandria, the jewel of the Nile, served as the cradle for one of history's most captivating figures. Born in 69 BC, Cleopatra VII was part of the Ptolemaic dynasty. The Library of Alexandria, with its scrolls of wisdom, was her playground of knowledge. Cleopatra's education included languages and diplomacy, crucial for her reign. Alexandria bustled with a vibrant mix of cultures, exposing her to diverse ideas. These experiences shaped her destiny, molding her into a captivating queen. At the tender age of 18, Cleopatra ascended to the Egyptian throne, a position she shared with her younger brother Ptolemy XIII, as was customary in the Ptolemaic dynasty. However, the concept of shared power proved a bitter pill to swallow for the ambitious young queen. Court intrigue and power struggles became the order of the day, as factions loyal to Cleopatra clashed with those supporting Ptolemy XIII. The struggle for control of Egypt reached a boiling point when Ptolemy XIII, influenced by his advisors, forced Cleopatra from power and into exile. However, Cleopatra was not one to accept defeat gracefully. She gathered her loyalists and bided her time, waiting for the opportune moment to reclaim her birthright. The Roman general Julius Caesar, arriving in Alexandria to secure payment of debts owed to Rome, would unwittingly provide her with that opportunity. Caesar, embroiled in his own power struggles back in Rome, found himself drawn into the Ptolemaic dynastic conflict. Cleopatra, recognizing an opportunity to exploit the situation to her advantage, orchestrated a daring plan to meet Caesar and plead her case. Legend has it that she had herself smuggled into his presence wrapped in a carpet. Whether true or embellished, the story captures the essence of Cleopatra's audacious spirit. Caesar, captivated by her intelligence, charisma and undeniable charm, threw his support behind her. The resulting conflict, known as the Alexandrian War, saw Caesar's legions clash with Ptolemy's forces. Ptolemy XIII, defeated in battle, met his demise in the Nile, leaving Cleopatra free to rule Egypt alongside her younger brother, Ptolemy XIV, who was little more than a figurehead. The alliance between Cleopatra and Caesar blossomed into a passionate love affair, resulting in the birth of their son, Caesarion. This relationship, however, was more than just a personal dalliance. It solidified Cleopatra's grip on power and brought Egypt firmly into the Roman sphere of influence. With Caesar's backing, Cleopatra ushered in a golden age for Egypt. Her reign saw a period of unprecedented economic prosperity, fueled by a combination of astute trade policies, agricultural reforms, and shrewd diplomacy. Cleopatra understood that a strong economy was vital to maintaining her grip on power and restoring Egypt to its former glory. Beyond economic advancements, Cleopatra was also a great patron of the arts and sciences. She revitalized the Library of Alexandria, attracting scholars and intellectuals from across the Mediterranean. She commissioned grand building projects, restoring ancient temples and constructing new monuments that showcased the splendor of her reign. Under her rule, Alexandria once again became a beacon of knowledge, culture, and artistic innovation, cementing its status as one of the greatest cities of the ancient world. Section 5. A love forged in ambition. Cleopatra and Mark Antony. Fate, however, had other plans. The assassination of Julius Caesar in 44 BC threw the Roman Republic into turmoil. In the ensuing power struggle, Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal general and close friend, emerged as a leading figure. Cleopatra, seeking to secure Egypt's position in the rapidly changing Roman world, set her sights on Antony. Their first encounter, in 41 BC in the ancient city of Tarsus, was a meeting of minds and ambitions as much as a collision of hearts. Cleopatra, arriving on her lavish royal barge, sought to impress Antony with her wealth and power, reminding him of Egypt's strategic importance. Antony, captivated by her beauty, intellect and regal bearing, found himself drawn to the Egyptian queen. Their relationship, a potent blend of love, political expediency and shared ambition, would shape the destiny of the Roman Republic and the Hellenistic world. Together they would face the challenges of a world on the brink of transformation, their love story forever entwined with the tumultuous politics of their time. Section 6. The Eastern Dream, Cleopatra and Antony's Ambitions of Empire. Cleopatra and Antony's alliance went beyond a mere love affair. They shared a vision, a dream of a unified East under their joint rule, a power bloc that could challenge the very heart of the Roman Republic. Cleopatra saw in Antony the opportunity to restore the Ptolemaic Empire to its former glory, expanding its borders and influence beyond Egypt's traditional boundaries. Antony, for his part, saw in Cleopatra more than just a captivating queen. He recognized her political acumen, her wealth, and the strategic importance of Egypt as the breadbasket of the Roman world. Together they formed a formidable partnership, their strengths complementing each other's ambitions. Their union was further solidified with the birth of their 3 children, twins Alexander Helios and Cleopatra Selene II, and Ptolemy Philadelphus. These children were not merely heirs to their parents' love, but pawns in a grand political game, symbols of Cleopatra and Antony's ambition to forge a new dynasty that would straddle the East and the West. However, their ambitions did not go unnoticed. Back in Rome, Octavian, Caesar's adopted son and heir, watched their growing power with increasing alarm. Octavian, a shrewd and ruthless politician, recognized the threat that Cleopatra and Antony posed to his own aspirations of absolute power. He skillfully manipulated Roman public opinion against them, painting Cleopatra as a manipulative seductress and Antony as her puppet, a traitor to Rome under her spell. Propaganda war raged, with accusations and counter-accusations flying across the Mediterranean. Octavian, a master of political maneuvering, declared war on Cleopatra in 32 BC, skillfully framing the conflict as a righteous defense of Rome against an Eastern queen and her Roman puppet. The stage was set for a final showdown, a clash of titans that would determine the fate of the Roman world. The Battle of Actium, fought on September 2nd, 31 BC, off the western coast of Greece, would prove to be the climactic clash between the forces of Cleopatra and Antony and those of Octavian, led by his skilled general, Agrippa. The engagement, a fierce naval battle that raged for hours, saw Antony and Cleopatra's combined fleet face off against Octavian's more numerous and better-trained forces. Despite initial successes, the tide turned against Antony and Cleopatra. Their fleet, outmaneuvered and outgunned, began to crumble under the relentless assault of Octavian's ships. Cleopatra, recognizing the battle was lost, made the fateful decision to break through the Roman lines with her Egyptian squadron, a decision that would seal her and Antony's fate. Antony, witnessing Cleopatra's retreat, abandoned his own flagship and followed her, leaving his remaining forces to their fate. It was a decision born out of love and desperation, a final act of defiance against a world that seemed determined to tear them apart. The Battle of Actium marked the end of Cleopatra and Antony's dreams of a unified East. They fled back to Egypt, their forces shattered, their ambitions in ruins. Octavian, relentless in his pursuit, followed them, determined to extinguish their threat once and for all. He laid siege to Alexandria, the once proud capital of the Ptolemaic kingdom, trapping Cleopatra and Antony within its walls. Facing certain defeat and capture, Antony, deceived by a false report of Cleopatra's death, took his own life. Cleopatra, heartbroken and desperate to avoid the humiliation of being paraded through the streets of Rome as Octavian's captive, chose her own end. Legend has it that she allowed herself to be bitten by an asp, a venomous snake, a death befitting a queen who had ruled with intelligence, passion, and an unyielding spirit. With Cleopatra's death, the Ptolemaic dynasty, which had ruled Egypt for centuries, came to an end. Egypt, once a proud and independent kingdom, became a province of the burgeoning Roman Empire, its fate intertwined with that of its conquerors. Cleopatra's story did not end with her death. She became a legend, her life a source of endless fascination. Her story has been told and retold in literature, art, and film. She has been portrayed as a cunning seductress, a manipulative queen, and a shrewd politician. Some view her as a tragic heroine, a queen who fought for her kingdom and love. The truth likely lies between these extremes. Cleopatra's legacy remains a subject of debate and fascination.